Individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve 7. Sustain the
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. Agents are encouraged to establish themselves as a friend to colonists and other local entities. These relationships can be effective points of exploitation. It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
A would-be tyrant doing something tyrannical. Who could have seen this coming?
Fortunately, the Providence is not equipped with exterior weaponry. If you can reach the ship, you should find no obstacles to boarding it. This unit urges moving quickly. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent destruction of the colony.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck. Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures. Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time. Assist with agents actions.
when you needed a stretch.
Resuming hostility. Uses healing your promoting teammate. Horizon Point has suffered significant structural damage. Using a ventilator is unlikely to amplify the deterioration.
Metals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
My plasma shower days were behind me when I left Triangle.
Sorry about.
Maintaining your battlefield stamina. Protocols. Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Please see providing a host of dispensing life
That seems like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the Rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but the Varese never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Not right. Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. What am I supposed to do? Huh. Just go. Let me die in peace.
Commander, we can't just leave her like this. You'd never want this fate for yourself, would you?
I was wrong for ever thinking you'd do right by me, Commander. At least that's one mistake I won't make again.
Inbound for the skip labs.
that range.
Remedy move!
On your command.
Protocol set.
Always watchful.
Strategies. Vitals have fallen.
Unable to locate target.
This unit is in need of assistance. At your request. Dispensing life-saving.
Ready. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Neutralizing
Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This is Scientist Burn.
this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the academy. Incomplete. I like a brain teaser as much as the next fella, but this might be beyond my skill set.
Can't hear orders.
You need a distraction.
Be the Sovereign's office. Yes, money and power. Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised. Wow, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us.
Please input this equation in the Skip Lab terminal at your earliest convenience.
projections are off.
Enthusiastically neutralizing electronics.
Hit the broadside of a freighter.
Emergency protocol syringes found. Fortified. This is only the property of the Earth Directorate.
Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard.
Find a way to unseal the hangar before we're noticed.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
request. Display. As a how might this unit bolster? Note. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Request.
What's going on down there, Deck-01? I saw an intruder alert. I'm suspicious.
What's so fast to solve anyway?
accelerated heart rate detected. Please take 3 deep breaths before continuing. Recommended.
Anyway, the modulator has got...
At all times, failure to produce these credentials when asked will result in swift disciplinary action.
Deck. Poke around, but quiet-like. Information we can uncover.
Did you not hear the intruder alert from the crew deck? This is a very poor time to be loitering somewhere. You'd best present a very convincing reason for your presence, lest I order our automechs to smear you of being lost.
access the modulator.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
This can't be right. If skip drives are causing the rifts, why are they showing up past the frontiers of known space? It's a stumper, all right. But we'll have to worry about it later. Right now, we should concentrate on finding the console.
Priority reminder. The only way to shut down the Rift modulator is by dealing with the console.
Don't expect much in the way of concessions. He probably still thinks he's got the stronger position. Straightforward. I can get on board with that.
Before facing the console, it is advisable to prepare yourself by whatever means you can, including but not limited to replenishing supplies and reconnaissance.
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
The console has initiated a threat display, Commander. Would you like this unit to respond?
You're right on time for the show. In a matter of minutes, I'll be transforming Arcadia for the better, and ridding it forever of trespassers like you. You are less a guest and more of an invasive species, Commander. One that Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Mind your tongue. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously when you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself what's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. For all your bluster, you seem more concerned with running your mouth than improving your... Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
The Protectorate was responsible for expanding the rift? Law, I'd ask why, but I can already guess the answer.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
Confronting threat. Standing by with life support.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Support staff is advised.
If these readings are right, the rift's about to destabilize completely. This modulator ain't gonna do from this distance. Someone will have to fly it in close. Real close. No choice. Sure. That's what folks always say when they want you to bend and bow. But
Self-destructing is not permitted by this unit's programming. It has been an honor serving with you, Commander. Please submit. You may entrust the preservation of the schematics combined with the processed rift data. These schematics will make mass production of modulators that can be operated from a safe distance possible. Acknowledged. Preserving the schematics for the following purpose.
The commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. Niles remained torn about the Earth Directorate and his place in it. His victory at the reconstituted Horizon Point turned to ash in his mouth when he learned that his friend, Zebulon Tran, was captured while attempting a heist on the tomb of the matriarch. Niles slipped away from the incognito one evening to attempt to free Zebulon from mental refreshment and make amends for the past. He was never seen or heard from again. Forced to think for themselves after a lifetime of luxurious certainty, Protectorate hardliners banded together to preserve their society. Without the Order or the corporatists controlling Arcadia, they had a real chance at making a comeback. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years passed, the Arcadians saw fewer and fewer differences between the Earth Directorate and their previous overlords. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Destroy the entire galaxy. That doesn't include